Hello, Jeremy Cleaver, Managing Director of Ray White Eltham, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our September quarter sales market wrap. This is a great opportunity to touch base with all of you buyers and vendors out there, give you a bit of an insight into what's been happening in the last 3 months. It's been a very, very busy September quarter. As many of you know, interest rate rises every single month throughout the September quarter. So we saw interest rate rises July, August, September. Happy to say that this has not done anything to dampen the buyer demand that we've had in the September quarter. In fact, looking at some of our sales throughout the July-August period, Ray White Eltham sold approximately $23 million worth of real estate throughout that 3-month period, bringing our average sale price to approximately $1.1 million. Now, some of these key results being September working back to August. September, we went against the grain. We had a property go to auction on grand final day. This property was at 72-80 Eismans Road in Yarrambat. A lot of people thinking grand final day auction, 5 bidders, property ultimately sold for $1.963 million. So it was great to think outside of the box, get a great result for our vendors there. Coming back to August, we had a great result in Diamond Creek through Sean Salmon. That was 27 Egan Street. Now this property had 3 high quality bidders, all bidding over the $1 million mark, and it ultimately sold for $1,090,000. And then of course the start of our September quarter being July, we had one of our quite common now off-market sales being 22 Longs Road in Lower Plenty. This property, as it mentioned, off-market, didn't see any advertising whatsoever, sold purely off our database for $1.335 million. Fantastic start to the September quarter, and as you can see, some great results throughout those 3 months. So huge results. One of the interesting things to see was out of all of these properties, 80% of our vendors had taken our advice and gone through the auction method of sale. And happy to say that every single one of these properties, except for one, sold on the day of auction or just before. And the one that didn't sell, sold in the week just after auction. So auction's still proving to be the best method of sale if it's done right. In fact, average days on market now is hovering around 28 days for all of our vendors going to auction, as opposed to the private treaty, which is hovering around 45 days. So once again, if you are currently on the market as a private treaty, struggling, we'd love to hear from you, give you our advice on how to run a successful auction campaign. There are plenty of buyers out there. Our average numbers for buyers, 38 groups through all of our properties over the September quarter as an average. So once again, that interest rate rise has done nothing to dampen the thirst that we're seeing throughout the Diamond Valley area. One of the other things that's keeping prices high is of course the lack of supply. Really not enough homes to go around. And that leads me into a lot of the off-market sales that we're having. If you currently are thinking of selling, but don't want to go down the path of an expensive advertising campaign, plenty of buyers on our database ready to go. Feel free to reach out. We can introduce you to some of our buyers today. Now, in terms of the properties that have been generating some great results, one common denominator we're seeing is the properties are turnkey, ready to move into, meaning no work has been done. In fact, we're seeing such good value by attending to all these minor repairs and work that we are now helping and assisting our vendors in funding some of these trades so that we can get down there, make sure the painting's done, the tiling's fixed, the gutters are clean, the fascias are repaired, because we're seeing that benefit in terms of dollars for our homeowners on the day of auction. Lastly, in terms of giving back to the community, I'd love to say that we've jumped on board with a couple of our local cricket clubs now, being the Lower Eltham Cricket Club and of course Research Cricket Club. Any cricket fans out there, if you're coming down this cricket season, I'm sure you see myself or one of the Eltham crew down there supporting the local clubs. But thanks for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. If you are thinking of selling, we would love to hear from you, or if you're simply wanting a market appraisal, feel free to reach out. I look forward to speaking with you next time, and thanks for watching.